Hello everybody. Today with skill 7, use adverb time and clause connectors correctly. Sentences with adverb clause have two basic patterns in English. Study the clause and the connector in the following sentences. I will sign the check before you leave. Before you leave, I'll sign the check. In each of these examples, there are two clauses, you leave and I'll sign the check. And the clause you leave is an adverb time clause because it is introduced with the connector before. In the first example, the connector before comes in the middle of the sentence and no comma is used. In the second example, the connector before comes at the beginning of the sentence. In this pattern, when the connector comes at the beginning of the sentence, a comma is required in the middle of the sentence. The following example shows how this sentence pattern could be tested in structure questions on the TOEFL test. I have blank at the beginning, then was late, comma, I missed the appointment. The first answer is I. If I say I was late, it's correct as a meaning, but it doesn't link to the second clause because it's just a connector and it doesn't have a subject. In this sentence here, or this clause, I have to start with a connector because I have comma and the subject because I have verb. So I need a connector and the subject. The only connector and the subject is since he, D. Let's see here. In this example, you should recognize easily that there is a verb, was, that needs a subject. There is also another clause, I missed the appointment. If you choose answer A, or answer C, you will have a subject for the verb was, but you will not have a connector to join the two clauses. Because you need a connector to join two clauses, answer A and C are incorrect. Answer B is incorrect because there is no subject for the verb was. Answer D is the best answer because there is a subject, he, for the verb was, and there is a connector since to join the two clauses. The following chart lists adverb, time, and clause connectors and the sentence pattern used with them. Let's read it. Adverb, time, and clause connectors. For time, I have after, as long as soon as, before, by the time, once, since, until, when, whenever, while. And for cause, I have as, because, inasmuch as, now that, since. And here is the pattern. Subject verb, adverb connector subject verb. Teresa went inside because it was raining. Or adverb connector subject verb, comma, subject verb. Because it was raining, Teresa went inside. Now let's go to the exercise. Exercise 7. Each of the following sentences contains more than one clause. Underline the subject once and the verb twice, circle the connector, then indicate if the sentences are correct, C, or incorrect, I. 1 and 2 are already solved, so let's go to 3. The citizens are becoming more and more incensed about traffic accidents whenever the accidents occur at the intersection. The citizens, this is subject, are becoming, this is the verb, whenever is a connector, the accidents, this is another subject, occur, that's a verb, and as I can see here, there are two clauses connected with this connector, which is whenever, so the sentence is correct. 4. The ground had been prepared, the seeding were carefully planted. Separately, they are correct, but since I have comma here, that means I should have connector. I should have a connector, or I should replace this comma and make it a full stop to make it two separate sentences. So the ground had been prepared, the seeding were carefully planted. I can say here, since the ground had been prepared, because the ground had been prepared, like this. Mean this sentence is incorrect because it's missing a connector. 5. We can start the conference now that all the participants have arrived. We can start the conference now that all the participants have arrived. Now that That's a connector, by the way. So we can start subject, can start verb. Now that is a connector. All the participants, that's a subject, have arrived, that's another verb. The sentence is completely perfect, so it's correct. The building quite vulnerable to damage until the storm windows are installed. The building is subject, quite vulnerable to damage. Quite is not verb, vulnerable is not verb, is an adjective. To damage, until is a connector, the storm is subject, are installed is verb. So this sentence is missing a verb. The building, I can say the building is or was here, so it's missing a verb. 7. Once the address label for the package is typed, can be sent to the mail room. Once is a connector, the address label is the subject for the package, is typed, this is the verb, can be, it's a verb, and there is no subject for the second clause, so this sentence is incorrect because it's missing a subject. 8. Because the recent change in work shifts wasn't posted, several workers missed their shifts. So because as a connector, the recent change, this is the subject, was not posted, this is the verb, several workers, subject, missed, that's a verb, and a comma is there, so the sentence is correct. 9. The mother is going to be quite upset with her son as long as he misbehaves so much. The mother's subject is going to be, this is the verb, as long as is a connector, he is the subject of the second clause, misbehaves is the verb. This sentence is not missing anything, it's completely perfect and correct. 10. Inasmuch as all the votes have not yet been counted, the outcome of the election cannot be announced. Inasmuch as this is the connector, all the votes, subject, have not yet been counted, this is the passive verb. The outcome is a subject of the election, cannot be announced, this is another passive verb. Yes, the sentence has a very complete meaning, but it's missing a comma here before the second subject. Why do I need a comma? Because I started with a connector, and that's a rule. So I hope you like this. I hope the exercise was good and clearly explained. Until I see you in skill 8, take care of yourself and goodbye.